Hello students, welcome to Narayana live classes. Today for class 9 students we are going to discuss assignment number 9. Let us see the first question. If one root of the equation ax square plus bx plus a is equal to 0 is 1 upon 3, then the other root is. We are given 4 options. First option is minus 3, second option is 3, third option is minus 1 upon 3, fourth option is 0. Now, if you look at the question, solution let us do. We are given equation is ax square plus bx plus a is equal to 0. One root is given as 1 by 3. Okay, let us take the other root as some alpha. Product of the roots, if you take alpha into 1 by 3, that is going to be a. So a upon a, that is equal to 1. So product of the roots, one root is 1 by 3 already given. So we are assuming the other root as alpha. So product of the roots, if you take, that is alpha into 1 by 3, that is going to be c upon a. C is of course a. So a upon a, we are going to have the value as 1. Therefore, alpha into 3, that is alpha by 3 is going to be 1, that is alpha is equal to 3. So alpha by 3 we got as 1, so alpha value is going to be 3. So the right option for this question is second option. It's a very simple question. Whenever you have a and the c, that is x square coefficient and constant term equal, then product of the roots becomes 1. Using that concept, we could able to get the other root as 3. Okay, now we'll move to the next question. The roots of the equation a minus b x square plus b minus c times of x plus c minus a is equal to 0 are, what are the roots? Okay, here no need to apply any quadratic formula or no need to factorize it. So we have a very simple concept and very important concept to note here. That is, if you look at the sum of the coefficients, x square coefficient is a minus b, x coefficient is b minus c, and the constant term is c minus a. Let us add up these three coefficients. If you add up the three coefficients, what we are going to have? We have a minus b plus b minus c plus c minus a. That is going to be 0. If you look at that, here plus a plus b minus b plus c minus c, all are cancelling. The resultant is 0 here. We have here. So if sum of the coefficients is 0, obviously 1 is a root of given equation. If sum of the coefficients is 0, then 1 will be the root of the given equation. As 1 is the root, let us take alpha be the other root. Alpha be the other root. So alpha into 1, product of the roots if you take, that is going to be again the same concept, constant, that is c minus a upon x square coefficient, that is a minus b. That is otherwise alpha is equal to c minus a upon a minus b. So this is one root and already we have 1 as second root. So these two are the roots of the given quadratic equation. 1 c minus a by a minus b. So here third option is the right answer for this particular question. Now we will move to the next question. If one root of px square minus 14x plus 8 is equal to 0, so what is the equation? Let us take that. Given equation is px square minus 14x plus 8 is equal to 0. One root is 6 times the other, then what is p? If one root is some alpha, the other root will be 6 times of alpha, so that is 6 alpha. So roots are here alpha comma 6 alpha are roots of it. Now let us apply the concept alpha plus 6 alpha, sum of the roots. Sum of the roots is 14 upon p. That is otherwise alpha plus 6 alpha, that is 7 alpha, that is equal to 14 upon p. That is otherwise alpha is equal to 2 upon p. That is the value of alpha, 2 upon p. Similarly, let us find the product alpha times of 6 alpha. That is going to be 6 alpha square, that is equal to constant upon p, that is 8 upon p. Okay, that implies we have already alpha value as 2 by p. If you substitute the 2 by p in place of alpha, we have 4 by p square, that is going to be 8 upon p. Okay, as p is a non-zero value because it is in denominator position, it should not be zero. It should not be a zero value because it is even coefficient of x square. So p is a non-zero value. So here p square and p cancels. Thereby we have p value as 6 into 4 upon 8. That is going to be 3. So the value of p is 3. Okay. So here also we are given that alpha and other root is 6 times of alpha. So this alpha we took as a other root. Thereby sum of the roots and product of the roots we are making use. Thereby got the value of p as 3. So the answer for this question is third option, that is 3. There may be some shortcut formula for this, but no need. It's very easy simplification. So you can simply go for the procedure. Now let us see the next question. Okay, this is already done. One minute. I'll take the question, fourth question. Yes. If 1 root of x square plus px plus 1 is equal to 0, is square of yes, we can solve this question. If 1 root of x square plus px plus 1 is equal to 0, is square of the other, then what is p? 1 root is square of the other, he is saying. So if you take 1 root as given equation, let us take so given equation, that is x square plus px plus 1 is equal to 0. X square plus px plus 1 is equal to 0. He is saying that 1 root is square of the other. If you take 1 root as alpha, the other root will be alpha square or the roots of it. So anyway, we will go for alpha plus alpha square, that is going to be minus p, that is sum of the roots. And we have product of the roots as alpha into alpha square, that is 1. That implies alpha cube is equal to 1. If alpha cube is 1, cubed roots of unity we can consider, that implies alpha can take the values 1 omega omega square. Even if you consider complex roots for this, 1 omega omega square are the possible values of alpha. Now if at all you take those values over here, if alpha is equal to 1, p will be minus of 1 plus 1, that is minus 2. So one of the values of p is minus 2. Next, if alpha is either omega or omega square, let us take omega, p will be minus of omega plus omega square, that is going to be plus 1, because omega plus omega square is minus 1. Minus 1 of minus 1 is plus 1. So the answer is 1. So if at all you take alpha as omega square, there also we have p as minus of, in place of alpha we can write omega square plus omega power 4, that is again omega, that is again 1. So the values of p are minus 2 and 1. So 1 and minus 2. So that is the first option. So again in this question, what is the thing? X square plus px plus 1 is 0, he is saying, and 1 root is square of the other. So we assumed the roots as alpha and alpha square. Again sum of the roots, product of the roots concept are used, and here alpha cube is 1. Alpha cube can be 1, then alpha takes the values 1 omega and omega square. When 1 is a real root and omega omega square are complex roots. Okay, that is how we got the answer for p as minus 2 and 1. Now let us move to the next question. Fifth question. The roots of 2x square plus 3x plus 3 is equal to 0 are. Okay, so here also we can make use of a shortcut formula here, but I don't think so it is required here. We can use simply quadratic formula. It's a simple question to solve. So we have given equation 2x square plus 5x plus 3 is equal to 0. If you apply quadratic formula, x is minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That is going to be minus b in the sense minus 5 plus or minus under root b square, that is 25 minus 4ac, that is 4 2s are, and that is 24 of course, by 2 2s are 4. So here we have minus 5 plus or minus 1 upon 4, this is x. Therefore, if you take the two values, x is equal to minus 5 plus 1, that is minus 4 upon 4, or x is equal to minus 5 minus 1, that is minus 6 upon 4. So x will take the values as minus 1 or minus 3 upon 2. So minus 1 minus 3 upon 2. So the second option is the right answer for this particular question. Okay, that is the end of this assignment. We'll see tomorrow.